Hello everyone, my name is Anthony. I have CF, which stands for cystic fibrosis, and CFRD, which stands for cystic fibrosis related diabetes. But I'm here to discuss something I have not been diagnosed with, but might have and is in the process of getting diagnosed for, and that is autism. Or just trying to find out whether I'm neurodivergent in general. And I would like for you all to come on this journey with me to find that out. Which is funny because initially I wasn't gonna make any videos like this. I was thinking if I was ever gonna do videos like this, I would rather wait until I was diagnosed. But then I thought, why not make a video documenting my journey on this? And if you guys are willing to come with me on it, then let's do it, right? So I guess to give you a little background as to why I decided to pursue this. It goes back to May of 2022. I was on my way out of the school I was going to, so I was just kind of hanging out with some friends and acquaintances, just I guess kind of reminiscing, whatever. Just we was discussing our first impressions of each other, and their first impressions of me was that I was autistic, which is interesting because I don't really remember my first impressions of them, and I don't really even remember interacting with them that much in general. So I guess the fact that they came to that conclusion is interesting, and I've been kind of thinking about that, like, why exactly? But more so, I just started thinking about things about myself that I do, or even stuff that I did back then. And I've actually recently remembered something I completely forgot about. And again, I'm not sure if these are signs of anything, but like, I remember when I was younger, I used to scratch the walls a lot. So basically what would happen is that, like, if the walls were like dry, I would just kind of scratch them. And I usually just kind of did it because I kind of felt good. But the weird thing is, I always kind of knew in the back of my head that wasn't normal, I guess. And I remember, like, when my mother would, like, paint the walls, I always kind of felt relieved, so I wouldn't have to do that anymore. But then, once that cleared up, I went right back to doing it. But I only did it at home, though. It was never something I did in public. But I eventually did stop doing that. But I have started doing something else that I guess could count as that, and that's like, and you guys can comment if you've ever done this for anyone that is like neurodivergent or in the process of trying to figure that out. So I think in the past few years I've started like kind of chewing on my clothes, and it's something that frustrates me to no end because I've ruined a lot of clothes with doing that. But like it's something that I've been doing for at least like 3 or 4 years now, I think, maybe. And I started trying to think about why do I do that, and I realized that I tend to do that like if I'm really like stressed out or facing like high anxiety. So I think basically like when I realized that could be the thing, I started like researching that. I started like looking stuff up online. I've also been watching like some like YouTubers that make that kind of content. So I guess the point of this video is just me just trying to discuss basically. I'm sorry, I'm not even really good with these kind of videos, as you can see. Oh, that's the other thing too. I realized I'm not good at making eye contact, and I also have a hard time like being able to hold a conversation. Although I do think I have improved on it a bit over the years, but again, that was something I actively tried to do. But for a long time, I really had trouble doing that kind of stuff. Like, so much so that, like, if I didn't know what to talk about, I just really wouldn't talk. And sometimes I still do that. Although I do feel like it's starting to get a little worse lately. But there was a time where I really didn't like, talk to, like, a lot of people that either wasn't my immediate family or people I was, like, really close friends with. In fact, there was a time where some people didn't even know I actually spoke. And it's interesting because it wasn't until like I guess I started hanging out with I guess some of my more recent friends that where I kind of understood. I guess I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. But yeah, it's just things I've been really thinking about. And it's weird because I guess I never really thought about that kind of stuff just because, and this kind of goes back to me bringing up the whole CF stuff at the beginning of the video, because I always had to deal with that. So, myself and my whole family, because, well, I have an older sister also has CF, and it was, it's a difficult disease to deal with. And for anyone that doesn't really know what that entails, to give you the short version, it's a chronic genetic digestive or respiratory disease that affects other organs or multiple organs. That is the easiest way I can explain that, because otherwise you would probably have to look that up, and I don't necessarily advise it because they show like the worst case scenarios. I will say that it affects everyone differently. I do have a couple of like vlog videos discussing my CF journey on my main channel, which is the other thing too. I wasn't even sure where I was gonna place this video. I'm not, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna put this on my main channel or put this on like another channel. But I'll probably just make another channel for this video and any other videos regarding this probably. So because my channel is just kind of all over the place. My main one, because I have like, aside from the CF vlogs, I have like other podcast stuff, some music stuff, and just like random nonsense that I make from time to time. And I kind of want this to be a little more focused. So, but yeah, I think that was pretty much the issue, is that because I was dealing with all my CF stuff, going in and out of hospital due to health reasons, usually like respiratory issues, that I never really thought about why, or that I might even have stuff like that. Because looking back at it now, I do think I've had the signs for a long time, and maybe even was kind of aware of it, but just never really thought too deeply about it. So now that the CF stuff isn't affecting me as much due to some newer medication I've been on, I've decided that maybe I should pursue this, and again, I just want to know for myself, really. So that's why I'm doing this. And I hope that, well, first I hope that you guys were able to watch the video. I know this seems a little all over the place. I apologize for that. I tend to do that, especially once I really start like getting into it. I'll just kind of go off on tangents. But I'll usually try to make my way back to the point I'm trying to make. But I do hope this is hopeful, or what I mean to say, useful for anyone that is trying to, pursue a diagnosis. I know it's a hard process. It's a long process, I believe. So I have my first appointment coming up soon, and I am generally excited about it because I really want to know, just for myself, so I can basically, I guess, because right now I'm just kind of going on a journey to really just rediscover myself. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I hope you guys, for those who are trying to find that out, I hope you guys do well in your journey as well. So let's do this together. So if you like content like this, you can subscribe to this channel, and I guess any of my channels and pages. I recently got this I recently got this in the mail for doing an interview regarding CF. So, and I also got this random thing from school. It's fun. So it's a fidget pen. But anyway, I think that's all I have for today. If I missed anything, then I will add that to next videos. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you all later.